Hey, kid authors. It is another day, and I'm sorry that this is a little bit later than I would like to have videos out, but what are you going to do? So, just a reminder that we do not have a mission tomorrow, which is Friday, or Sunday. So you can take the extra time and work on these two things that I'm going to ask you to do today. So yesterday I had you tell me about your character. I don't know if you can hear my dog over there. She's rolling around on the ground, itching her back and going. It's really annoying. She's cute though. So I had you fill out some questions about the character that you wanted to write about, and I got something, I think like 22 people responded, or I got 22 ideas. I didn't have you tell me who left what idea, so it's just totally random. I don't know where they came from, but I went through and 22. It's fun. There were a lot of great ideas for a lot of different kind of stories. There were cute stories. I think there was one about Lovey the pig who had stinky feet, and mind readers, and yeah, I can't. There was a lot of things. So someday I will share those all, like, so the class can see what everybody else said. But I went through and kind of picked and chose uh, ideas that I thought were pretty funny and pretty funny together. And let me tell you what I chose, and you can tell me if you think they are funny or you want to write about them, or we can kind of come to an agreement on something else. But okay, so the character I chose, his name is Dive Bomb, and he is a flying garden gnome. If you don't know what a garden gnome is, I will put a picture up, but it's a statue that people put in their gardens, and it's usually like a little dwarf looking guy. Usually they have like hats on and white beards and stuff like that. So Dive Bomb, the flying garden gnome, and he is 800 years old, but he can live forever. Obviously, if he's 800 years old, he's going to live for a while longer, right? He always wears blue, and he has pink and blue hair, so that's a little bit different. You don't often see a garden gnome. You might see one of those like troll things with the pink and blue hair, but not a gnome. So he's got pink and blue hair and always wears blue. He has the power to fly, obviously, because he's a flying garden gnome. He can grant wishes, and he can become invisible. His weakness is that he's allergic to dust, which would be hard. I think if you're flying through the air and you get a little bit of dust in your nose, you're just going to be sneezing while you fly, right? He lives in a cave that rests on a cloud in the sky. And something else that we should know about him is that he has an annoying brother who is always causing him trouble. And his brother doesn't have a name, but here's something for you to think about. So even if you're an 800-year-old gnome, you're always going to have someone who's younger, a younger annoying brother or sister, right? Just like you might have an annoying brother and sister now. Maybe you don't. I hope you don't. I hope your brothers and sisters, you all get along. But Dive Bomb has an annoying younger brother. Maybe his younger brother is 798. We don't know. So that is the character that I've chosen. Doesn't that sound like fun? And we're just going to practice writing a little silly story about him. But so now there are two things I need for you to do. I need you to tell me, and I want you to leave this in reply to this mission. Tell me what Dive Bomb's problem is, because every character in every story has a problem that they have to overcome, or there's an obstacle. So, like Harry Potter, we'll go back to him because I'm really familiar with those stories. Each book has a problem. Like in the first one, they have the what is the first one? It's the mirror. He has this. What is the first one? Anyway, so he's got these things in each book that he has little problems, like the Sorcerer's Stone and the Chamber of Secrets, and he has to get around the big snake, the basilisk, or he has to fight Voldemort or something like that. So there's always this problem that a character has to face in most stories. Even in stories like if you give a moose a muffin or whatever, the moose really wants a muffin, but he has all these problems that he has. Like as soon as he gets a muffin, he's thirsty or whatever, and he has these things he has to do in order to eat the muffin, and by the time he gets to the end of the book, he's ready for another muffin, right? So Dive Bomb, our flying garden gnome, is going to have a problem. So we need to figure out what that is. And give me any ideas you have. You can give me more than one. We'll look through, and you guys can kind of talk back and forth about what you think is funny. The second thing I'm going to have you do, because I'm not going to be available at all tomorrow and most of the, like half of the day Saturday, because I will be somewhere where there is not internet. So the second thing is there's going to be another form like you filled out for the Meet My Character, and it's going to be Meet My Villain. So villain is a bad guy, and maybe your story, maybe the story that you're thinking of, I want you to fill out the villain that you would want to use in your story. So you guys told me about your different characters. So tell me about a villain that would be in your story, and I'm going to go through and pick and choose the characteristics like I did for Dive Bomb. So those things I will check again when I get back Saturday later on. And we will do something on Saturday, but it's going to be real short. So I think that is it. Thank you guys for talking to each other so well. And I'm sorry that I got Katie's birthday wrong. So she's 9, not 10. Sorry, Katie. And I think that is it. I will talk to you guys later. Have a good weekend. Bye.